All right, it looks like we're live. Hopefully this is working. I'm going to chill in here for a second and see if people start to pop up. I'm looking for comments right now. If you are watching, please leave a comment. So I got a YouTube notification. It looks like we went live. Let's see. So I'm new to this. This is only the second broadcast I'm ever doing. So it looks like it's working right now, which is great. So cool. Yeah, seeing people pop up. What's up, Michael Bush? Thank you for jumping in here, letting me know this works. I'm gonna allow a few seconds. Looks like we got 5 people in on board right now. I don't know if Mike, you can post something in the Facebook group and let people know we're here. That'd be pretty cool if it's possible. What's up, Alex? What's up, Gavin? Gavin, I love that photo of your boy reading Max Boost. So I appreciate that. Really cool. I wish I could share it here. I wish I was smart enough to be able to do that. I don't know how to do that 100% yet, or we could try it later. But yeah, so just hang out. There's 7 people now on board. Just wait a few minutes before I reveal a few things. Number 1 is we're going to reveal Max Boost Volume 2. So that's going to be really fun. And this is the second broadcast I've ever done. So, and I actually, what's interesting is I'm actually not a YouTuber. I don't watch a lot of YouTube, and I don't do a lot of watch a lot of are these called podcasts if they're video? I don't know. I still don't even know if it's called podcast or video. But anyways, I'm just trying to figure out how people do it, and I actually watched some over the last week, and I saw people do it. So, Gavin, you talked about, so right now you have this comment where he goes, your boy loved the bacon bits joke. You know, it was funny. I was actually about to ask you if you read that part and if he liked it or not. Not that he liked it or not. I'm just like, that was one of the parts in the book where I was like, this kid pretty outrageous. My humor back then was crazy. What's up, Jaden? Jaden Fox is here. Looking forward to Volume 2. Got your back all the way. Cool. I'll start going into the book. It's actually behind me. And you will see Volume 2 in a second here. So see if anybody else jumps on board. All right. Yeah, man, he lost it. All right, cool. Well, at least he knows what bacon bits were. All right, cool. So we've got a few of you on here. Maybe I'll just I'll go now. And I'm wondering if 6 o'clock was better than 5 for you guys that are here right now. Was 6 o'clock better than 5 o'clock? What do you guys think? What's up? Konnichiwa. What's up? Tuchikun is back. Francis, how you guys doing? Yeah, so was 6 o'clock better than 5 o'clock Pacific Standard Time for you guys? Or does it not matter? Because we definitely had a lot of people jump on last time. Oh, I didn't put an event invite in our own Facebook private group. That's why I think it's a little bit slower to getting people in here. What's up, Dwayne? So Dwayne says it's better 5 o'clock for Central Standard Time, which I guess makes sense. All right. Well, where's Jamal Kanlas, man? He's always on my lives. He's never made it to this live. Jamal, if you're there, I'm giving you crap because you always make the lives. You always tell me to go live, and then you haven't even made it to any of the YouTube lives. And this is like a real broadcast. I've had to do this whole entire thing, and you're not even here. Thanks, dude. So much for being a hardcore fan. All right, so Twitchy says, doesn't matter to me, but probably when things get back to normal, 6 is going to be better. That's true, right? Probably. And let's see. So, all right. So let's get started. Yeah, thank you guys for the second episode of Max Boost Live. I don't know, we're calling it Max Boost Mondays. And one of the things we're going to be going over, other than, we're learning the format right now. This is only the second episode. And I had a lot of fun last time doing this, and I think you guys are getting a kick out of it, especially in the middle of this whole coronavirus thing, where you guys got literally nothing to do. I know Michael Bush is playing sim racers, and Gavin's hanging out with his son, and Dwayne's hanging out. Like, all you guys are cool. I think some of you guys are working, and God bless you guys for everybody who's working. But most of us are hanging out, and I'm actually having a good time connecting with you guys, because guess what? Not that I'm bored because I'm not doing anything, but it is also cool to be able to connect with you guys in this way, even if it's not person to person, because I'm pretty introverted, believe it or not. I stay kind of home or in the studio a lot, and like to work on projects. But this is a cool thing to start being able to connect with people and fans, especially Max Boost fans, over the internet. This is really rad. What makes it really cool is when I actually meet you in person eventually one day, and that's really, 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 really fun. And so hopefully we'll be able to get to pass this Corona stuff and have events again, and I'll see you guys in real life, hopefully by SEMA time, which is November. So I think that's enough time to get everything back to normal. But if not, Formula Drift or some other of these events that we're going to be at. So with that being said, we're working on the format right now, and some of the things that we're doing, coming up with some formats. So I think I was going through some of the suggestions and whatnot, and if I didn't do your suggestion, don't think I disregarded it. I'm just trying to put things together and trying to do the best that I can right now. So one of the things I think that'd be really cool is if every episode I actually read an episode of Max Boost, and sort of Mr. Rogers style. I think that'd be pretty cool, and then give you guys sort of the background of what some behind the scenes behind this episode, maybe how I drew it or what I was thinking about when I drew it. Maybe you guys can ask some questions about it, and we do that week by week. And I think it'd be pretty fun because it might be surprising or maybe boring, I don't know, but there's some really cool things behind the scenes of every episode that we've ever made for Max Boost. So I think that might be fun. And so if you guys think that's cool, let me know. And so I think I'm going to try to do that. Second, I'm going to debut Max Boost Volume 2. What's up, Chad? What's up, Mr. Wiggle? Max Boost Volume 2. So we're going to debut that. I'm going to show that to you guys. I'm going to show you guys a new cover and the book itself, as well as the color of the book cover, the actual sleeve, the book sleeve. So you could probably guess what color it is. And so I'm going to show you guys that. So we'll go through do those two things. And then another one was I had some comments and some questions that were asked when I posted the event, and I'll go answer some of those. I believe Alex asked a question about automatics and stuff. And there was another question I'll go look at. The other thing I want to share with you guys is also what the next Volume 2 Kickstarter looks like. I'm going to give you guys a sneak peek, and I'm also going to tell you when it's going to launch. Well, actually, I'm going to tell you right now, we're launching Max Boost Volume 2 next week on Monday. So that's what's up, and I'm going to give you guys a little sneak peek to the process of how it is to make the Kickstarter. You guys think that'll be pretty cool? So you guys are going to see it, like my process right now. It's not complete yet. You guys are going to see some of it. I'm going to show you guys some of the video editing. I'm going to show you some of the page on Kickstarter. And then you guys are going to see it go live on Monday and see, hopefully it does really well, right? So you're going to get a little background of this. So I'm reading right here, dude. This is the kind of thing that gets me going. It keeps me energized for anything that may that may happen. Oh, we've got a special guest. Mom is here. Hey, Miss Bush, how are you doing? Thank you for joining us. I was wishing to meet you. So unfortunately, we couldn't. We were supposed to meet in Long Beach Grand Prix, and I'm so glad that you're here today. So everybody that's here, I appreciate you. Yes, April, partner of mine in my other company. Yay, more female fans. Yes, that's awesome. That's a good one. My turbos are charged. Right on, man. Okay, guys, so let's do this. So the first things first, you guys have been waiting to see this. I'm going to show you guys Max Boost Volume 2. All right, so let me cover this real quick. Can anyone guess the color of the sleeve for Max Boost Volume 2? Jamal Conlas, before I do this, Jamal Conlas actually tricked me into showing this somehow on an Instagram live on accident. I was supposed to debut it here. So you guys have got to go crazy. All right, I got to pause because I see stuff like this. Mr. West Q, obviously, I think I knew who that is, but I'm ready for your body, Francis. These are my kind of fans. I love you guys. You guys are the best. That's why you guys love the crazy, sick teenage humor that I had in Max Boost, okay? Dwayne says it's black. And Alex Somosky, actually, is that how you say Somosky? Actually got it right. It is, boom, green. So there's Max Boost Volume 2, kids. Limited edition. I love the color. Obviously, green is the way to go. Max, you guys know this already. Volume 2, right here. And there it is. There's the debut, Max Boost Volume 2. And I made it so that the cover complements Max Boost Volume 1 exactly. So it's exactly the same size. It get a little bit of reflection here, guys. So sorry about that. It's my beauty lighting interfering with the book, but they're exactly the same. So when you put them in the bookshelf, they're going to be perfect, and they're going to line up exactly together. So you got that right, brother. Thank you. Beautiful. Yep. And let's see, Max Boost Green. That's what's Max Boost Green is going to be a thing, right? You guys are going to make that happen. So there you go. And let's open the puppy up. Let's look at the new cover. So the cover design was actually in the latest shipments of everybody that received Max Boost Volume 2. So Volume 1. So you guys got that in a little card, but I'll show it to you on the here in the book itself. Let me take a look at a couple of these messages. Alex was in the video on Instagram when he saw me accidentally show this because of Jamal. Hypertrain intensifies. Yes. Yes, P Green represent. That's technically what I should call this, right? We should call this P Green. Ooh. I'm not gonna post what Michael said because that's probably a good idea. That's actually a really good idea. Oh wait, everyone can see his comments. Never mind. He said a red AutoCANNON edition would be really cool for a separate cover. And Dwayne's ready to order. All right, well, I can't take your money just yet. Hey, James Elizaga, what's up, brother? I'm glad you're here, man. Now we just need a red, so the shelf is totally Rasta. Yes, if you got the if you got the Honda Pro Jason one, you got this one, and we do a red one, it's gonna be total Rastafari. Okay, so here we go. Here is the cover of Max Boost Volume 2. Let's see if we can get this reflection out there. Bam. You guys seen it. There you go. Here's the crew. There's the crew. So, yeah, I'm just trying to, you guys see that light? That's like, see that reflection? That's a legit studio light right there. You know I'm not messing around, huh? Let me take this banner out of here now. All right, so yes, there it is, man. And so what I did in this cover, talk about it a little bit. Might be an easier way to show this to you. Oh, well, actually, I got to wait. I'm gonna talk about the cover and the design a little bit and why it was designed the way that it was, as well as show you a little bit of the inside. I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit of a trick of a background on this, though. Believe it or not, I've had this Max Boost Volume 2 the entire time since the very first Volume 1. I actually got these made together. So Volume 2 is actually not 100% ready for print per se, because I'm going to add all the superfan section, all of your names, all that kind of stuff, and some new stuff that I want to drop in there now that we've released Volume 1 and I've learned kind of like the things that you guys really like. So I appreciate that. I'm going to take a pause here. Let's take a look at some of the, I think we've got some comments here. So super duper. Yes, it is. Super duper. Yes, it is. Max looks like he's changing into his final form. There you go. Yeah. So you know what's up going on in the top over here. It's kind of a spoiler alert, right? MLiss says, brings back so many memories. This is cool. So this is Miss Bush. This is Michael's mom. So Michael's mom is awesome and a huge supporter of him and his racing stuff. And she was going to come out to the racetrack and meet with us. So I appreciate that. So Mike, I guess Mikey wasn't lying when he said that he was a big Max Boost fan, because I wasn't 100% sure. Just kidding. Well, his own mom is here to testify that you were a fan since day one, Mike. So I appreciate that. But yeah, no, that's one of the coolest things ever. And just tell you, Mom, that's really awesome. Mike's been a blessing to us as Max Boost, as our Max Boost community. We really appreciate him and can't wait to do more this year with him. He's really the definition of an amazing fan, and definitely the amazing, an exact, perfect representation of what a racing fan is like. That he's the man. So you did a good job raising him. So yeah, so let's take a look at a little bit on the inside now. Here's a little trick though. Since I actually made this during the time that we made the prototype of Volume 1. The front half of it is actually exactly the same. So there's no new pages I'm going to show you because I didn't want to show you anyway. But I'm going to have some new pages in the front. I'll talk about that. But I'll show you a little bit of the inside, and these are different. So the inside issues in the comic are different, of course. So everything basically from this point on is different. I'm going to take off the dust cover. It's going to be the same thing, same exact way we made it before. We're going to make it we're going to make it to match the other book. I'm going to take off the dust cover. So you got a dust cover, you've got the hard cover, you've got the premium paper. They're going to be exactly the same, so they match. Again, limited edition, no spared expense on the book. We're going to try to make sure that I'm going to change this too. It's going to be a different color. But this whole thing right here, like a few of you had these break open. We're trying to figure out how they broke. So we couldn't break them ourselves. So we've had some people break those. We're going to improve that and try to make sure that the printer knows that we had issues. So here's like the beginning. I'm going to change this, but this is the first, spoiler alert, first page of the next. Okay, so this is the next issue right here. And so this is what happens when he hits the boost button. You guys probably already know it. But so from this point on, we're going to talk about this. We're going to show you the story. So I'm going to flip through a little bit of this so you guys see. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this. And you guys remember that guy? Super duper. There you go. And that was really fun. And I don't really want to do too many spoilers, I guess, but does it really matter? But you guys are seeing the inside. So these are the new issues, the latest issues. And it goes on. And let's see. So yeah, so what I love about this, and I'm going to go into, so yeah, so it's chock full of, let me just try to eat my earpiece here. So it is chock full of stories. So if you get volume 1 and you get volume 2, you get all of the old issues of Max Boost. So as I say that, I'm curious if I had one more issue that I didn't get to import tuner. That'd be pretty cool, actually, if I had one issue that did not get into import tuner that I'll put into this book. I'm going to give you guys every single issue that we ever did actually complete. That'd be pretty neat, actually, if I did. I don't know. I don't know if that's true. I gotta look. Oh man, I'm bending this book. Actually, no, I'm going to keep the dust cover off. Sorry, guys. Okay, so I'm going to show you the book in a different way. Trying to use the power of this. Let's see if I can look this up using my technology over here. Hold on a second. All right. I'm going to try to see if this book is if it's going to let me do it, and let me share with you this book. Okay. Let's see. Here we come. Give me a second. Hopefully I'm not sharing Michael Bush's email again right now. All right, here we go. I think it'll work. All right, so I'm going to show you guys a little, some of the computer files and talk about a little bit of Max Boost Volume 2. You guys ready? Shut up and take my money. That's what's up. Yeah, let me load this up real quick. Oh, why is it sharing my entire screen? Hold up. Why did it do that? That was weird. Okay, let me go to the comments really quick. We're all enthralled. That's why nobody's saying anything. Thank you. That's the best reason to have a quiet audience. And I hope you guys are definitely all watching. But check this out. I'm about to show some stuff. Some Hey guys. Did you guys see this guy? Kamusta ka? Hey, it's me, Jamal. Jamal finally made it. Okay. Finally, Jamal, you finally made it to the live. I was losing faith in you. Okay, guys, we're gonna all start from the very beginning, just for Jabal, okay? Just kidding. Gavin said Oscar is stoked. That's his son. I believe that's your son, right? He said it looks cool and we should buy it when it comes out. Well, tell your dad to pay now. Yeah, you got to be a little bit more like Francis right here. Shut up and take my money. Let's see. All right, I'm gonna leave that I'm gonna leave that to that. So I'm gonna show you guys some of the artwork. Here, let's see if this works. Beep. Hey, look at that. That's kind of cool. You guys aren't supposed to see that page yet. Or is that the... Whoa, this is backwards. All right, hold on a second. All right. Is there a better way to do this? All right. Let's see. So you guys, just showing you some of the artwork in a very kind of quick way. Can you guys see that? Let me see if I could hide the thumbnails. Let me hide the sidebar. Boom. Okay. So this is probably as good as it's going to get right now. Okay. So I'm gonna tell you guys a little. I should talk about Volume 1 actually, because you guys own it. But I just want to give you guys a sneak peek into Volume 2. But what I do want to say about Volume 2 is, and I'm not going to show you the whole comic here because I think I'm supposed to keep it a little bit. Let me leave it somewhere. Remember this? Max and Otto got Max and Otto got tied up, caught by Papa Wheelie. You know what? Dude, it's been a long time. Oh, look, I've got a Last Race movie in the corner as a poster. That's hilarious. Let me see. What can I say about Volume 2 right now? I already showed you guys a few pages. What I love about Volume 2, one of my favorite things about Volume 2 is the fact that in Volume 2, you guys probably noticed, and I'll talk about Volume. Let me talk about Volume 1 real quick. Volume 1 was really cool because it's the first issues of Max Boost, and I love that. But I want to tell you guys, you probably noticed the artwork design and the styles changed because I've had different artists jump on board and help draw Max Boost. I didn't draw every single panel in Volume 1. Let me give you guys a background as to why. So back in the day, 1998, when we launched Max Boost and we launched AutoCANNON, things just started to blow up. And our bread and butter was the t-shirts, AutoCANNON, and AutoCANNON took almost all my time. As much as I love the Max Boost, I'm a guy, like, the priority is the business for me sometimes. I don't know if that's right or wrong, but a lot of times that was the priority. And so I had to decide where I spent my time, in AutoCANNON or at Max Boost. And so my decision was to have my art department, and I grew from my own person doing everything to eventually having a business with employees and a warehouse and all that kind of stuff. So eventually I said I had to leverage and work with other people and other artists to help make Max Boost happen on a monthly basis. It became really hard to do, believe it or not. The episodes usually take about a week to 2 weeks to make, just 2 pages. And that time it was really slow process in Photoshop and all of that. But I just remember I had to decide, and what ended up happening was, well, with AutoCANNON, we ended up becoming very successful. So I was kind of needed in AutoCANNON, and so I got pulled away from Max Boost. I wrote every single issue though, and most of the time I had my hand in stuff. Like either I storyboarded it, or I colored it or something. But there's a big mix of everything in Max Boost. So in Volume 1, why I'm saying that is because in Volume 2, and so in Volume 1, I'll be straight up, man. I love some of the issues better than others. Sometimes we had to rush to get and meet import tuners' deadlines. I wasn't proud of. I won't say I'm not proud. That's probably not. I'm always proud of of Max Boost and how it's become. And it's kind of like your kids. Some of them are uglier than others. It's okay. You still love them all. But yeah, no, there are some issues we were definitely able to spend more time in versus others. Okay, so that's it. And I could talk a little bit more about that. But in Volume 2, what ended up happening was I started to come back into it more. So that's why I love, like, in Volume 2, I think the best art is in Volume 2. And you guys will hopefully be able to appreciate that. And I really, really wish the business was just flying. So I really, really wish that there was times where I could just spend so much time on Max and all my time on Max Boost. It's kind of a dream of mine right now. I wish there was a way that potentially I could just do this, just do Max. But that would be pretty tough, I think. And to let you guys know, I chose AutoCANNON too because Max Boost, if you guys didn't know this, with Max Boost and making Max Boost, I didn't make $1 making it. So I worked over 8-9 years, and I helped create Import Tuner magazine and designed it, and I didn't get paid $1 to do it. Seriously. So I did it because I loved the industry. I believed in Max Boost. I believe in the passion. I love the fans like you guys, and that's why I did it. And so obviously I had to pay the bills, and I love AutoCANNON too. But AutoCANNON was where I made my money, and what do you call it? AutoCANNON is where I made my money, and but also I mean I had a passion for that as well, of course. But I had to make a decision, and I ended up having to make sure AutoCANNON was healthy, so it took care of everybody. I mean, a lot of people depended on the business to be successful. Obviously, you guys know this right now. Like, without the business being successful, you got no job. So, and so, yeah, there you go. So, like Francis says, Twitchy, he says, "Ah, yes, the plight of us creatives, we got to eat to create, And so, yeah, you got to decide. Oh, thank you, man. Appreciate that. Gavin says, hardcore man, you deserve everything good that comes to you. I appreciate that. And you know, some people may look at the Kickstarter and go, dude, you guys made $50,000 or whatever. I'm like, $50,000 in 20 years. You know, oh, so I'm looking back at some of the comments, and it looks like Michael Bush says they always like that about Max Boost. Okay, good. I'm glad you like that. It like changed designs, changed styles, and all of that. So I appreciate that. And so let's see. So yeah. So in volume 2, though, I was able to actually sink my teeth in a little bit deeper into the artwork. And like even this, like for example, this is a page. It's partially drawn by me, a little bit with Eddie, some stuff from Rich, and some stuff from Ray. Like there's like it's all mixed. It's mixed in. This is me drawn super fast, like super late for Importuner, and colored by Rich Lange. Rich Lange is now the I want to say art director for Falken Tire, but he used to work for me first, way back in the day. And so yeah, so these are drawn really quick, and then this was this is an episode from that was drawn by a guy named Trace Tabera. Trace Tabera was actually featured, and he helped design the toys for oh my god, what was the name of that show with the skater Rob Dyrdek, right? I'm forgetting. I believe he worked with him, and he made his character designs. If I'm remembering this correctly, I hope I don't butcher that. But he actually did. Trace Tabera actually ended up doing an episode of Max Boost for us. Personally, I think I'm going to read this real quick. So Twitchy also says, personally, I think Max Boost could survive now as a webcomic, especially now that artists are a lot easier to reach via DeviantArt and such. Yeah, so though DA is a wretched hive of scum and villainy. Yes, I believe it was Robin Big. But yeah, so you know, we've had different artists, and I've never said this. This is the first time I've actually started. I've said anything about the artwork in Max. This is me drawing again here, and I'm not sure who colored this one. I think this one might be Rich also. But yeah, so I started drawing more of it, and if I went through volume 1 right now, I could show you how much I didn't draw. So again, this is spoiler alert for anyone that's reading, and this is like a big deal, and you're gonna see later on in I guess volume 3 how this whole thing turns into, you know, this whole Mad Max and conversion chamber thing. So I don't want to ruin, if I'm ruining everything for you guys have probably read this already, but if I'm ruining anything from you guys, let me know. If you want me to show less, let me know. But see, even here he's wearing a Hyperdrive shirt. Hyperdrive was a brand of clothing that I did for the lower tier market. So just to let you guys know, when we did AutoCANNON and we were selling AutoCANNON in like Macy's, Anchor Blue, higher ended department stores, the lower ended department stores wanted product as well. So I didn't want to throw AutoCANNON in the lower ended department store. So Sears and Kmart ended up getting a completely different brand, which I created, and that brand was called Hyperdrive. So you know what's funny is if you have a Hyperdrive shirt, that would probably be really rare. I don't even know if I have any of those. So those are alternative brands. So Hyperdrive was one, and Speed Sports was another. If you guys ever saw that, they're all my same. I've always loved this right here. This hello Rickshaw, Papa Wheelie. You know, let's just say, like, back then, no one ever made any comments about any of the racial stereotypical thing. I didn't never even thought about it that way when I drew all this. So some people, no one said a thing, not one thing ever. Not even when we made Porker the pig, Porker the cop a pig. Like I didn't realize, and you guys probably read that part in volume 1. I needed to put that in there, that I had no idea that it was either a political or a negative statement when I did that. And there is a story to this. The pig was actually recommended to me by one of my teammates in my street racing crew. His name's Phil. Phil thought it would be funny to make him a pig, make the cop a pig. I didn't understand the ramifications of pig. I had no idea what that meant. I just thought it'd be cool. Characters. I wanted to do characters and animals in Max Boost. And And fast forward later, I'm like, oh wait, when I read it, I was like, oh dude, this could be really bad. I have no idea if this is bad. We've never got any hate mail on it. No one ever said anything was wrong back in the day before the internet was huge and social media was huge, where people had, I don't know whether we had less opinions or we were just less affected. I don't know, but never got one complaint from anyone. No sponsors, no magazine, no one said anything. Everyone thought it was fun and funny. But the funny story about Phil is now a CHP. He is literally the character. He is on a motorcycle. He thinks it's hilarious. And I saw him probably 3 or 4 months ago, and I asked him about it, and he thinks it's still great. And I was like, should I change it? He doesn't want me to change it, but I said it in the book. I was like, I want to change it because I don't know. It just doesn't feel right now. Anyways, I don't want to get political or weird or anything like that about it, but that I always love that character. So anyways, where was I going with that? I don't know where I was going with that. So here's some, so this is me drawing these issues. The Super Duper is really fun. People remember Super Duper a lot. So I can't wait to do more with it, I think, whenever we get to a volume 3. So hopefully, I love these issues, even though, again, so I was talking about the stereotypical kind of, thing. And some people were even commenting that he's too, Asian or Chinese, like Papa Wheelie. I'm like, I'm Asian. I don't find offense at it. And by the way, he is a legit Kung Fu master. So he's wearing Asian garb and he's a legit Kung Fu master. That's okay. I hope that's all right. And you got Yin Yang and Walk here. I think it's fun and funny. At the end of the day, bottom line, Max Boost is action comedy. It's comedy. So I had to understand that myself. I'm like, I'm really, I'm not, I'm a guy that doesn't want to insult a bunch of people. I'm not into that. I'm not trying to do that. So it does matter to me. But I also believe that creatives should be able to be creative and not have to tippy toe around everybody's opinions as to what's cool and what's not, to keep everyone else from having something just because they feel uncomfortable with it. So there's this kind of fine line, and I get we're all toying with it right now. But to me, like, I look at this and I go, dude, there's so many stereotypes in here, like SA and FA. They're lowriders, but and what if I told you one of them's not Mexican? Like, oh, well, wait, hold on. Maybe that changes things, right? So anyways, and then, like, this guy's driving V8, right? SS Camaro, and does he look hillbilly-ish? I guess. What if I told you he was Irish? I'm gonna make him Irish. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make him Irish so nobody has any comments about it. No. Memo's like, wait. He's not Mexican. I was like, one of them's Mexican though. You know who he is. Memo's actually one of the characters. So go check him out. Let me see. So you guys got a bunch of comments here. So give me a second. Let me try to go through this really quick. Let's see. Oh, that's really cool. Gavin said in an earlier comment, wretched hive of scum and villainy, Dennis can be the Han Solo of webcomics then. That'd be pretty cool. Han was always dope. As I read volume 1 over and over. Dude, JDM Drift, so you don't have your first car yet? This is really cool. It got you excited to get your first car. That's really cool. So if there's anything I love about Max Boost, is it brings people to motorsports, the motorsports community. There's more. I didn't realize this at the time when I first started Max, that so many young people would be reading it. So I thought we were doing it for our 18 to 29-year-old audience at Importuner. What I ended up finding out years later was a lot of the kids that were like the younger brothers or nephews of the car guys that they look up to couldn't drive cars, but they could read Importuner, and they used to read Max Boost. And since they couldn't drive themselves, they just read the comic. And I thought that was really cool. And then they eventually became car guys themselves. And I think that's one of the most powerful things that Max Boost has ever done, is to inspire others to do great things, right? And I think one of the biggest names of someone that I had, and I have this video somewhere, and we've never published it, and I never even shared any pictures, was Hulk Hogan's son, Nick. I met him in person. He wanted to meet with me to tell me how much Max Boost meant to him when he was a kid. And he used to make his dad or his mom, Hulk Hogan, go into the local like Ralph's. I forgot what convenience store here in California to go buy it for him when he was. He said he was about 10 to 12 years old, and he has a picture that Memo has shared before on I think on our Max Boost Instagram, where he's with Hulk Hogan, his dad, standing next to the Supra, I believe, his dad's Supra. I think it was a Supra, and then he's, I think, maybe 12 years old, wearing a Shift Gear AutoCANNON shirt. So it's really cool. I should ask him if I could post that. We've stayed out of touch, unfortunately. And so let's see, going down the comments. Oh, so Francis is a freelance comic book writer, so he has some experience creating. It is tough. It does take some time to make these issues. Yeah, and he said, Eldo, thank you so much. I'm glad you got your passion back from Max Boost. I love Import Tuner magazine more when Max Boost was in it. Thank you. That means a lot to me. Mike's like, keep showing the pages because he's going to buy like 20 anyway. Yeah, and it is different times. Yeah, and thumbs up. Yes, everyone, make sure you hit a thumbs up on this. Thank you, Memo, Mr. Social Media over here for Max Boost. He helped us get off the ground. So if you guys don't know Memo, Memo is the guy that really, he's one of the guys, one of what I would give a few people that have made me get Max Boost back. So you can give him a lot of thank yous if you're enjoying Max Boost now. He really supported the first launch of Max. And I'm going to keep telling people that so they know. Let's see, Gavin's got back then I was in a CRX in Australia and had multiple races in the club, and we'd all joke about each other and nobody took offense. Right. Let's see. Okay, so there's a bunch more questions. Let's see. I see that John J just dropped down a quick zoom speed thing. Okay, so here's a little bit of background, guys, that I didn't really want to necessarily say, but since you left it in the comic, someday we'll share the zoom speed story with the world like you did with me. Okay, so just an FYI. I'm going to say this now. I'm not going to get into it. But zoom speed, and you guys probably saw the brand Zoom. I actually created that brand. It wasn't my company. I created the brand. It was my company for a minute, and then it wasn't. And that was one of the worst times of my life ever when that happened to me. So, and everything's cool now. Don't worry about that. But that was rough. That was rough. So I created Zoom. And all right, guys. So there you go. Yeah, going through the pages. So that's basically what I want to say was I love the artwork in this one. Let me see if I could come up to some of the pages. We even did 3D. This is Conrad. Conrad's a really good guy. He's like, dude, let's do some issues in 3D. I said, screw it, let's try it. And so we had some fun with it. And he put these together. And that was the only time we ever tried. And then from this point on, just so you guys remember the jail sequence. Just to give you guys a little bit of background, this is the point where we were like, hey, let's turn it up a notch. And I'm like, with Import Tuner was asking, hey, Dennis, what can we do with Max and just kind of like get it more current, a little bit more mature, I guess. And so from this point on, I started to create more of a dynamic storyline. And that's when these villains start coming in. So I really like a lot of what happened from this point forward in terms of the story. And then towards later, I started getting running out of time again. And it became, what I'm going to say, it became, yeah, I didn't have enough time. I was running out of time with Import Tuner, and I just kept having to punch out episodes. So, but from this point, when you guys read volume 2, just remember, this is where kind of a mental shift happened with me and started to create more of a sophisticated storyline. And I started thinking more in terms of like a film, like trying to think if we ever did a movie of Max Boost, kind of where would I think it can go, right? And so got a question that popped up. Joseph says, this is pretty cool. I'm gonna take a pause here. Send me the AutoCANNON design file so I could put on my Integra. Oh my God, that last race Integra. If you guys watched the last race and you saw the AutoCANNON logo on the side of that car, kid you not, there's like 200 people that wanted to buy that sticker and we didn't want to sell it. So I could have made, I think at the time it was people were willing to spend a couple $100s for those stickers. We could have made like, what, 200 times 200? What is that? How much money would that have been? Like, I don't know. I can't calculate right now. John J, thank you. A lot of us are waiting for the return of AutoCANNON. Well, you guys are part of the return of AutoCANNON right now. And JD, let's see. Oh no, that's all good, dude. You said you didn't have to share it. That's fine, no problem. And I will share the whole story one day. Is there a collector edition of Volume 2? This is the collector's edition. Is the one that was in here. It's not going to be made again. So for Volume 2, this is when we launch a Kickstarter, we're going to print what we print, and then it's not going to be made again in this format, in this way. And so I'm going to show you guys a little bit more. So there you go. So there's the Max Boost Volume 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed a little bit of the background. And again, another thing that we did, you guys probably noticed, is that the book, if you take off the dust cover, is actually printed, and you kind of have the cover as well. It's printed. So we spared no expense on the book. And looking forward to having this complete your set for all issues of Max Boost Import Tuner that has ever been published in Import Tuner magazine, plus more. So on the inside, some of the extra pages that we do, like we did in Volume 1, we had not only comic book pages, but we also had extra art pages. We've got some really cool things. So number one, I might be able to tease you a little bit with it. I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you guys how we're doing the Kickstarter and a Kickstarter video and the page a little bit. But I'm going to give you guys something that I've never published before, which is the original sketches of Max Boost. The very first sketches. Like, I literally remember when I did them. I still own the drawing table. It's in our house that I created Max Boost on. And believe it or not, it was not called Max Boost. And give you a little insight. Believe it or not, Max was not the first character I created. Whoa, weird, right? For some people. So I'm going to give you guys a little bit of that and a little bit of background in Volume 2. You're going to hear some of those stories. And then the other thing is, Max Boost actually was not the very first comic that I proposed to Turbo Magazine and Import Tuner Magazine. There was another one that I proposed that got rejected. And I'm glad it got rejected. So that's some new news. So you guys don't know this. And let's see, what do we got here? Okay, I'm going to go back to the comments real quick. I'm going to show you guys, right after this, I'm going to show you guys how the video is being put together, okay? The new video that we're going to release on Monday for when Max Boost Volume 2 launches. Let's see. Michael Bush says, a whole generation tuners wanted and still want that decal. And guess who's going to get a decal? Michael Bush. Yeah, Nick said 40,000 would be that sticker total. Thanks, buddy. that kind of burns a little bit, because I'm like, I could take 40 grand right now. Hey, anybody that ever wanted a sticker, could you hit me up? Because we need to make some money to make Max Boost the cartoon. Oh, JDM Drift. Oh, gold edition is what I meant. Let's not talk about that. Let's move forward on that. I don't know if you guys want another gold edition. And my wife is here, so let's see what she says. Whoa, what? Oh, whoa. That's not my wife. I thought she jumped in here somewhere. Oh, there it is. Team Scoundrels is like my wife, but let's go, Rachel. Rachel is my wife. I'm getting flooded with so many memories as you scroll through the pages, including staying with you, pulling all-nighters, finishing up the pages minutes before the deadline. Aw, life has not changed, has it? Yeah, I work really late, guys. A lot of times as a creative, when I do creative stuff. So this is what Team Scoundrels says. What's up, Chase, Blaze, and all the kids over there? What's crazy is back then it was always import versus muscle. Yes, people need to remember that. When you read Volume 1, it was imports versus muscle cars. That's why we did it so much. Everyone's like, why the hate on imports? Why the hate on muscle cars? It's not hate on muscle cars. It's not hate on imports, or vice versa. It's literally, that's what it was back in the day. And now it's pretty common to see import cars with V8 swaps and muscle cars with turbos, and that's a cool evolution. Bring back AutoCANNON. Yeah, no, it is. It's very different. It's really, really cool, man. I was watching a video of a turbo. I shouldn't admit this, but I was watching a video of a turbo V8 race car on a NASA circuit. I think it's Mid-Ohio. I'm listening to that thing. Chad, you love this. Chad owns a Mustang, the last Mustang I've been driving on the track. And the thing was wicked. It was badass. I was like, yes, it's a Mustang. I'm saying it on camera. It was amazing, man. So Chad is there. Yes, dude, this thing was sick. I tagged you in the video. Oh my God, it was amazing. Oh, back then, you would get flamed if you put an LS in an FD. Little different world back then, for sure. So let me show you guys. Let me see if I can remove this. I'm going to try to add. This. Okay, so now I'm going to give you guys a background on what it looks like to make a video. I think you guys are watching. Yeah, you guys see this already, huh? Okay, cool. So check this out. You are now looking at Max Boost volume 2 video. And this is the work that it takes to make these videos. Check this out. These are all clips, guys. This is not it. This is what it takes to make a Max Boost video. Each one of these clips is a scene. So let me drop it in here. Watch, I'll play a little bit of it. And hopefully, I don't know if you guys are going to get sound on this. Probably not. But you guys are, this is just a draft. So the beginning's the same. But you'll see as you, what I'm wanting you to look at is just kind of give you guys some insight. Here on the left side, when you do editing, here's some clips, right? Basically, it shows you, here's the clips. You got to pull these clips from this side over to the right side in this, what we call the timeline here. And so over here in the top right here, is the, basically you could see the, what do you call it? Let's blow this up a little bit. So right here, let's try to play this video right now. This is not the intro. This is going to be a different intro. Hopefully this is working out right. So if you look, you can see the timeline's moving and look at, uh-oh, what's that? So there's a little bit of a little teaser for the very beginning of the Volume 2 Kickstarter video, but it's a lot of work. And so here you could kind of scrub. Oh, what's that? What's that? I don't know if you guys noticed that. Did you guys see that in the News 10 newscast? What do you guys think that is? Can you guys hear the audio on the video or not? I'm curious. Got some animation we're adding, some smoke. So there you go. So there's a little teaser right there. So no audio, or the audio is really low. Okay. So no worries. Didn't want to, what do you call it? I didn't know if it would play or not. Oh, Gavin says, can just hear the audio. That is really weird. All right. You guys see the video though? Yeah, you guys see the video. So yeah, so this is what it looks like to edit. So is there anything I want to show you guys in here? Oh, I'm going to be hitting you guys up for this. So I wanted to add some of you guys to this video. And I think some of you guys have some of you in the unboxing. So this is like Jenny. I know this is Jenny and her kid. And I wanted to get permission from you guys to use these. Here's Dwayne. Give me something. So these aren't final, so don't mind that. And this is Max Boost Volume 2. Well, look at that, I made it too. There's Volume 2. Bam. All right. All right, so there's a little teaser right there. You guys got any questions about that? Let me know. We must go deeper. That's dope. But anyways, that's how it takes. And believe it or not, yeah, believe it or not, I actually do the editing on these. And I mean, in my regular line of work, I have a whole team that does other stuff for my other companies, like the Undress and the other projects that I do. But for Max, I actually put my hands on this a lot. So I pretty much did most of everything in it. for the photo shoot. Oh, I wanted to share with you guys that. Let me give you. I wish. Oh, dude, I don't think I have the ability to do that right now. Let me think. I wanted to show you guys some of the visuals of that I did for the photo shoot that I just did and how I shot the book. Maybe I'll do that next week. And you'll see like kind of the background of how I shot it, like literally in my living room, and how the books look. And let's see. Looks stunning. Thanks, Ronald. Appreciate that, man. We're gonna pre-order. We're gonna be launching live next Monday on Kickstarter. Okay. And then let's see. What else did I have left on here to show you guys? I got this. Oh, I'm gonna show you guys a Kickstarter page. You guys ready for that? So when you put together video is super important. You guys obviously see that there. You guys obviously see the video. Videos takes a lot of work, but you get a good video, you usually get a good Kickstarter. You get a bad video, you get a bad Kickstarter. So trying to do the best we can with what we got. Showed you guys the comic itself, volume 2. And then now I am now I'm going to go into show you guys a sneak peek of the actual Kickstarter itself. Oh, here, you're going to see the video. Actually, you're going to see the photos that I took. Let me see if, let me go add that screen. Boom. All right. So here you go, I think. All right, so this is going to be the volume 2 Kickstarter. Let me see. Let me reduce me. All right. Not sure. All right. Oh boy, where'd it go? Sorry, it's kind of kicking me around a little bit. Give me a second. Chrome, where did you go? It's hiding the it's hiding the what am I trying to say? The window right now from me, so I can't get back into that window. So let me try again. Okay, I'm gonna delete it and then let me share it again. Sorry guys, where's that Chrome tab? So it does this. Okay, I'm gonna stay right here. Oh, I got it. I know where it went. All right. Okay, you guys can see that. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you have a Kickstarter that's not live. Obviously, it says it's not live right there. Let me remove your comment real quick. There you go. Hey, look, I'm learning. So this is a sneak peek into the next Kickstarter. So there's the cover, obviously, and all our sponsors. Thank you to all our sponsors and our supporters. And it's as seen in Importuner magazine. Max Boost is the original Importuner comic, 1998 to 2006. Max Boost Volume 1 was a huge success and raised over $55,000 in crowdfunding in 2019, and we are back on Kickstarter to release Max Boost Volume 2. And so here's the books, and here are the photos I took. You'll start to see them. Volume 1 is issues number 1 through 39. Volume 2 is issues 40 through 98. And so if you want all the issues from 1998 to 2006, just get Max Boost Volume 1 and 2. And so, yeah, we're back with Max Boost Volume 2. There's one of my photos right there. Yep, it's the same thing like I said before. We're going to have 100, it's like 167 or 70 pages or so, hardcover with the dust cover, premium heavyweight paper, autographed with collectible book sleeve, individually numbered and sealed, and it weighs 3 pounds. I don't know if you guys know that. Your book weighs 3 pounds. It's a free, and it also will come again with another free limited edition 8x10 print included for a limited time and only available now during this campaign and not later. So again, Max Boost is not going to be available. Max Boost Volume 2 in this format, in this way, is not going to be available after this campaign. We're trying to keep everything as exclusive as possible. So yeah, so hardcover. So all these photos were shot in my living room. Dust cover, collectible sleeve, premium paper, individually sealed. I wish I had the bigger photo so you could see how nice the photos actually ended up. And so Miss Volume 1, don't worry. We have a limited number that we're going to have in the Volume 2 campaign. So even if you got friends or family or whatever that missed Volume 1 and want it, we have some available in Volume 2. They better grab them early, though. because when we run out, we'll be out. So you're gonna get these free gifts. Oh, I don't know if I can show this right now. Well, that's a sneak peek. Kickstarter. I zoomed right past that, so you guys are gonna put on the replay and try to. But anyways, this is what this looks like, and I'm just putting it together. It's not complete, but you're gonna see this Kickstarter in about a week from now. Like that's a photo I shot in my living room. You know, so if you guys see the setup, you guys will probably laugh. And then, yeah, there's gonna be animated GIFs and stuff. This is just a little example. One of the things I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna put in black and white pages, so you guys can see what it looks like in black and white versus colored. What do you guys think about that? So volume 1, definitely pages 1 and 2, the very original Max Boost pages. I'm gonna have page 1 and 2, and I'm gonna put them side by side with the color version, so you guys can take a look at that and see what you guys think. And the most important question is asked by Francis right now. I wonder what those import models are doing. That's like the most important question. And so, right on, man. Too Real TV. So this was the excitement I needed to get me going. That's amazing. Let's see. Monday needs to come soon. Yeah, I gotta pay my gotta pay my driver. That's what's up. Yeah, I'll be driving. For those who haven't heard it yet, Michael Bush has an S2000 and a CTR. I will be driving in the Time Attack series, sporting some Max Boost and AutoCANNON stickers on those things. Let's see. Back to the looks here. So yeah, the cast. You guys know these guys. Oh, whoa! New Kickstarter exclusives. Whoa! Hold on. I wasn't supposed to show those. I don't think. I think you guys saw those. Dang it! This is the old one. This is just an old copy from the old one. This is me being cool and on the news. And yeah, so we'll be debuting all the new extras that you guys can get next Monday. All right. Or if you guys just slow down that video when you play it back, you guys will see what they are. I'm sure they popped up on there. They're not complete though, so just in case you're looking at that, they're not finalized. All right. Yeah. So Ronald Lasers, you got the Phoenix Yellow Type R version. Awesome. Appreciate you, and I'm sure Jason appreciates you as well, buddy. Thank you. Excited to hear about the add-ons. Me too. I got a little too excited, apparently. And let's see, where are we at? I could go delete that from the. All right, it's coming down to the last few minutes here until 6 o'clock. So, yes, more collectible items. And that's a crafty idea. I forgot which idea that was, but all right. So there you go. There's a Kickstarter. I think the last thing I was supposed to do was show you. Twitchy-kun says he thinks he saw a fan art section. I would love to do a fan art section. Let's do it. You guys want to do fan art? Hey, would you guys? I would love fan art, man. Fan art makes me happy. So who did some fan art? Oh my God, I should remember this. I feel bad that I'm not remembering right off the top of my head. Somebody's kid was doing the fan art. Dang it. Oh my God, I'm sorry. I'm forgetting right now. And it really means a lot to me when you do it. I just don't remember names. I remember the artwork though. Oh my God, whose kid is busting out drawings? Isn't Let's do it. Someone's gonna get a Max Boost tattoo. You'll put it in Max Boost Volume 2. Yeah, I think it's Jenny's kid. I think you're right. Here, as my wife said, thank you for all the love, Max Boost fam. Dennis worked so hard for you guys and can't wait for you to get Volume 2. Awesome. Yes, thank you guys so much. It was Jenny's kids. Jenny, thank you so much. Jenny's kid. Actually, let's give him some play right here because I think I put him in here for a second. Right there, that dude's sketching on right here. And let me give you this. That guy. Thank you so much for doing your sketches, buddy. I don't remember your name, but I want to say thank you for sending it to your fan mail. Really appreciate it. Yeah, Alex got it right. I believe that was true, and Joseph as well. See, we got some fans. We got some family right here that knows what's up. And so I think the last thing I was supposed to do was actually supposed to read an episode of Max Boost. I know it's 6 o'clock right now, but if I get another 10 minutes, let's do episode 1. What do you guys think? You guys all right with that? I'm sure you guys aren't doing anything right now. So anything else. So give me a second and I will, whoa, where's this going? And that's, I don't know why did I do that. Give me a second. Let me see if I can get volume, the first 2 pages of Max Boost up here. So you guys don't have to stare at me. Give me a second. If I was smart, I would have prepared for this. But, you know, trying to keep it real. Make you guys wait. Oh, here you go. That's good. I think this is right. Let's do this. I think this is right. Okay, let me see. And let me see if this will work. All right, Max Boost of episode 1 and 2. This is something that I would like to do every episode if I can, is read from the book. So here's the original. These are actually the files for the original Max Boost Volume 1. Stop on Peter Wasik, Dayoshihara, Justin. I love these, man. I want to make stickers of these things. And gotta love Falken. Gotta do a shout out to Falken Tires. They've been supportive of Max Boost from day one. Rich Lange, who used to work for me and also worked on Max Boost, actually is one of the art directors. I think art director or creative director or something at Falken Tire. He's up there. So he's moved his way up in the world. Him and Nick Vasekis, thank you so much for being supporters of Max Boost. We're going to be doing something together this coming week. I'm going to show you guys what's coming up. And they always take care of our cars. They're going to be supporting us. And then also we're running Falkens on Michael Bush's S2000 and hopefully the CTR as well. Okay. I'll talk. Those guys are the real deal. They don't just throw tires at me. They're also supporters, and they have me in their rig and in their booth at Formula Drift. So let me get down to issues number 1 and 2. So this is the first time I'm going to do this Mr. Rogers status. Okay, let's see how I can do if I can go through this in like a creative way. Maybe we do it like this. I'll go through the camels. All right, here we go. So let's do this. This is Max Boost, Volume 1, Page 1. I'm going to read through it, and I'm going to talk about the comic to you guys and give you guys a little bit of background insight after I do it. Maybe I should pause and see. Do you guys leave some crazy comments or anything? Nah. Never mind. Yes, you did. Let's see. This is the one I started laughing at. Yo, Dennis, how much toilet paper do I need to pay you for Volume 2? I'll ask my wife. Wife, how much toilet paper do we need? We could set up a deal right here, man. Oh my God. All right, I'm going to leave you guys to this one. Someone's translate this. That's in Tagalog. Oh, what is this? What is this, Gavin? Oh my God. Wait, who's talking? Who's talking about food? Somebody's talking about food. Sorry, I'm getting totally distracted. All right, let me go back to the book. You guys are bad. All right, let's do this. Max Boost. All right. I originally wanted to read this in like a voice, and I wish they had voices, but they currently do not have voices right now. Okay, so I'm just gonna read it with you guys. All right, so Max says, "Can you believe it, Otto? My mom's getting me a new car. I'm finally getting rid of this piece of junk. I know exactly what car I want, and we're going to the bookstore just so I could show you. It's got a 1.8 liter dual overhead cam VTEC motor, molybdenum coated titanium pistons, single plenum intake manifold, sport suspension. It even has large diameter brake rotors. See? And of course, it's an Integra Type R, right? What does all that stuff do? Says Otto. I have no clue, but I know I want it. That's so Max. And he goes, with this Type R, I challenged that punk from school to a race. If only he was here. It must be your lucky day. Because Todd's here now. And then there you go. Well. Look, ladies, it must be Beavis and Butt Munch. Ding and Dong. Dumb and Dumber. And I love how his license plate says "Too cool for you." It says, "When I get my new car, I'm gonna smoke you." And he's like, "A new car? Let me see that." Somehow he's able to grab the magazine from Max while Max is inside the bookstore. No one ever, he never paid for it. Just letting you know right now, okay? So I just figured that out. Okay, a front-wheel drive 4-cylinder. Ha! Throws the book back at him inside the bookstore, apparently. The only one who's gonna get smoked is you. Here's a burnout just for you two. Consider it a gift. And it says, "Hey, Otto, what's a burnout?" "I don't know. Maybe we'll see one after the smoke clears." That's pretty creative, though, right? Maybe we'll see one after the smoke clears. And so, will Max get his Type R? Will he race Todd? Who will win? Tune in next month. And there you go, Max Boost, issue 1 and 2, read by Dennis Kako, the artist and creator, also known as Mr. Rogers right now. So let's talk about this a little bit. You guys have any questions about this right now? Twitchy says, "Dude, which parents are gonna buy their teenage son an Integra Type R?" What parent would buy a teenage son an Integra Type R? Let me guess. It's not the parent. It's the kid who's totally disillusioned, apparently. Right? We find out in episode 2 he's totally disillusioned. And so let's see what else we got right here. So yes, hilarious. Okay, so another good question. What? Oh, epic laugh when you laugh at your own comic. Stakes. I'm literally gonna be laughing at my own cheesy jokes, I think, every time I read these things. Okay, so this is a great question. What real car was that little white one based off of? Okay, so this is, let's zoom in on this. I have a story here on this car. And I don't know if you guys noticed this Rust sticker, right? It was a Trust. So this car right here is my first car. It's the first car my parents bought when we immigrated from the Philippines into the United States. So I'm an immigrant. I was born in the Philippines, raised in Japan until I was about 6 years old, and came over to the United States. My dad was lucky enough to get registered into the U.S. Navy. That's how we got off of the island in the Philippines. So for those who do not know, and a lot of people that don't understand immigration, it's not easy to get into the United States. A lot of Filipinos cannot come here. That sounds weird, but I'm telling you, that's how it works. And so one way that he was able to get off that island and give his kids, me, a better opportunity was getting into the U.S. Navy. And the U.S. Navy was coming around hiring people for the Navy. And you think that sounds all great and everything, but that was the reason why they were hiring us was not because they wanted us to be, and I don't know if I'm gonna stir up anything here, but the opportunity wasn't, "Hey, get into the Navy and we need you. We want you to, flourish in the Navy," necessarily. They needed someone to scrub the bottoms of the boats, basically. That's how we started. So that as long as my dad wasn't telling me a BS story, that's what they did. They hired Filipinos to do menial work in the kitchen, on the bottom of the boat and all that stuff. So that's how he started. And eventually he ended up becoming in the highest class he could as an enlisted officer, and he ended up becoming a, what is it? Sorry guys, I shouldn't butcher this, but I am. Is it senior chief, master chief, something? He worked his way up. He's definitely one of those immigrant stories, where he went from nothing, from the Philippines, jumping on board a ship, trusting the American dream, and getting us over here. And my mom obviously followed him over with us, and my sister was born here in the United States. My sister Joanne. So, anyways, he's the reason that I think I've had the opportunities that I've had in both in business and with Max Boost. So, thanks, Dad, if you're ever listening. And yeah, he stayed in his and retired Navy. So, and he did serve in Desert Storm and all that. So that's how we got here. And this was the first car we bought. It was a Toyota Celica. It was the first thing he bought. We bought for us. It was actually blue originally, and then it was in a little accident, and he painted it white. And then I was able to use that car for high school. It was a junker at that time. It barely did 75 miles per hour. But I was able to have my first car. And it kept going. Oh, that thing had like if I remember correctly, it was close to 400,000 miles, and we never opened the motor, not even the valve cover. I don't think it's ever had a valve adjustment, if I remember correctly. So that thing kept going, and I really wish I had this car today. It would have been really, really cool. There's so many memories in that. I didn't appreciate it at the time because I was like, yeah, would I rather have had something like a Type R or whatever? Yeah, sure. Didn't have Type Rs when I was in high school, but not in the United States. But yeah, would I wanted something else? Yes. But now when I look back, I was like, I want this car more than anything, and it's gone. So yes, it's a Toyota Celica 1981 square headlight. It originally was blue and then painted white, and I immortalized it in Max Boost for that reason. And so, yeah, going through here, that was a great question. Thank you. Let me see. What else we got? Do we have any other questions? I love the trust sticker. Thank you. Yep, Gretty is trust. Yeah, military families represent, Gavin. Let's see. James, Navy, then post office. Oh, that was your dad? That's right on. Yes, a lot of us are Filipinos are dreaming of the American dream. So it looks like we've got some Filipinos in here, which is awesome. See, Francis said the same thing. We have the same life. And let's see. And then moving on. Okay, so yeah, I even said sports suspension, which makes me kind of cringe right now on this comic. Sports suspension? What the hell is sports suspension, dude? That's so. I don't know why I called it that. But yes, the Type R was, I mean, there was the car at the time. And at the time, believe it or not, when it was $25,000, everyone thought that was crazy expensive. And I remember when they ended up used selling for less than like close to 10,000. They dropped in a lot of value, and people weren't taking care of them or respecting them for quite a while. One of my friends, I think, Mark Dolly Racing, ended up having like 4 Type Rs at one time because the prices dropped so hard. And this Bookies was inspired by a local bookstore here. Well, it's Barnes and Noble. Well, it wasn't originally called Barnes and Noble. It was, I forgot what it was called, but I used to go there to read my magazines. And it's here in Mission Valley in Hazard Center. And so the feeling I have when I drew it, and the feeling that I was thinking when I was drawing this whole entire thing, was that bookstore in Mission Valley in Hazard Center. So I'm sure some of you here are from Southern California. I think I have some friends here from San Diego. You guys probably recognize what I'm talking about. Let's see, and I'm just noticing some things here. We got the AutoCANNON sticker here. Let me remove that. We've got the AutoCANNON sticker here. What is that? Like a billboard. We've got Motor Driver instead of Motor Trend, or Car and Driver is the magazine they're reading. I'm curious what's in the background because I just thought about this. So the person who inked this comic was Jason Rodriguez. So I drew it, Jason inked it. Jason is actually a professional comic book artist, and he worked on lots of titles. I can't even name them. I'm probably going to be wrong. I wish Jason was in here right now. He's worked on everything, like from Marvel, DC, all those. Like Justice League of America comes in my mind. I don't know why. He's worked on a lot of stuff. So he worked on this with me, and I remember the day that I came out with these black and whites out of his apartment in Pacific Beach here in San Diego. When we first finished it, and I gave it to him to ink it, he inked it, gave them back to me. I still remember that exact moment when I walked out. I looked at them and I was like, these are beautiful. These 2 black and white pages were gorgeous. And I was like, man, walking, like, he just finished them. I'm walking out of his apartment into my car to drive to Turbo Magazine. That's how it all happened. And I'll never forget the feeling of walking through that doorway. And walking through that doorway, I didn't realize my life would change. And so took those black and whites, brought them to Turbo Magazine. They loved it. And like I said, they rejected the first thing that I did. You wait till you guys see this, and that's going to be in volume 2. It's going to be in the book. You'll see these rejected pieces of art that eventually became Max Boost. And so they sucked. They were bad. They were bad. I felt sad when they didn't like them, but now I realize that at the time they were right. All right, so let's see, what else do you guys want to know about this issue? There's definitely more. Should sell Max at Book Off. You're definitely here from San Diego. That's cool. Gran Turismo terminology. Is that what it is? sport suspension. That's true, huh? Yes, I have a plan to put the sketches in volume 2. You're going to see those, Dwayne. Those OG sketches. I'm going to go a little bit more into the history of Max. I might even have a photo of my original drawing table that I still own in there, just because. My mom said he was a Master Chief before he retired. My dad. So just going back. Okay, so we're putting custom sketches in volume 2. So everybody order a custom sketch from me. Not only are you getting a rare piece of art, you are going to get those in volume 2. You're going to check those out. So yeah, whatever you ask me to sketch is going to get in there. So I think you guys are going to love that. Let's see, talking about the comic a little bit more. Let's see, why did I pick a V8 convertible Mustang? Let's see, why did I pick a V8 convertible Mustang? I mean, it was kind of the epitome of, you know, what are the words I'm trying to find? Sort of jock, doesn't really race because he has a convertible. Annoying because I don't want to be mean, but I'm just like Mustang. Okay, if you can have a Mustang and this not be you, okay? So don't think that just because I say it this way, right? Chad is watching right now, and Chad is my boy, and I drive his Mustang on the racetrack, and I have a lot of fun in it. So I'm not dogging Mustangs, but you know what I'm talking about when I say Mustang guy, or like some people say, like, you know, Honda boys or whatever. I mean, you know what I'm saying. So I'm going to stop there. But anyways, this is probably the best representation because at the end of the day, anybody with a real race car doesn't drive a convertible. Oh, did I say that? Dang, dude. Other than unless it was built to be a convertible. You understand the difference? Like S2000, totally okay. Like, but the convertible version of coupes, those are just for people that want to be seen. And so that's why with Todd, he's obviously egotistical, overconfident, doesn't care. He dominates Motorville. He likes picking on the little rice rocket guys. Like, and I don't say rice rocket derogatorily either, by the way. So I don't. And I love rice. I love rice. Okay, so rice is not bad. Rice is good. So rice rockets are good. If they had a food called rice rocket, I would eat rice rockets. Don't steal my idea. I like the thought of a food snack called rice rocket. Don't steal it. We're gonna kickstart that. That's a good idea. I'm getting distracted now. What would rice rockets be? I think a spam musubi. I think spam musubi is a rice rocket. Hey, let's all change the name of spam musubi to rice rockets. If we all band together as backers and we commit to calling spam musubis rice rockets from this day forward, it'll grow. Something like that. But anyways, so you saw the wheels turning. Mike, you know I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah, so Todd probably memorized the brochure of the Mustang. Is that what you're saying? Maybe, or maybe not. See, this is what I think. I think Todd doesn't know anything about cars. He just bought it because he think it got him girls and all this kind of stuff. I don't think he actually knows much about nothing. He just knows it makes loud noises and he thinks he's cool in them. But at the end of the day, he's not that known. He never works on his car. Everybody else will touch it. He never touches it, never gets dirty. He's that kind of guy. At least that's what I think right now, unless I change it. And I can change it if I want, right? Oh, shoot. Okay, so yeah. And then, so that was it. And then back then I drove a convertible Mustang on the street. It was horrible, dude. The chassis was like this. It was twisting. Turning around the corner, it blew my mind. I was like, how could this pass QC? Like, is this is acceptable? Like, and so I just thought it was probably one of the worst cars in the world. And I used to race them all the time. For some reason, it wasn't the Camaro guys that bothered me. It wasn't the Corvette guys that bothered me. It was everybody in a Mustang would try to race me in my Integra all day, every day. So that was it. So I guess I took it out on them by making Todd a Mustang owner. There's the truth. And I'm sure I'll remember more and more tidbits as I think a little hard about this. But that was a classic V8 versus imports. That was happening back in 1998. there, you got to remember back then, street racing was like almost all Hondas, and the V8s did their own street racing. They weren't around us. It was completely separate. They did their own thing. They didn't want to be around us. They want to associate with us. Import racing didn't exist in their minds. They didn't care. We were trying to create our own place in the world, and they laughed at us. They thought that Hondas, they thought imports would not last. It was absolute truth. They thought that this was just a fad. It was some temporary thing, and would go away like bell bottoms, and it did not. All right, and so. Here's some Michael Bush said, I always felt the Viper Kid in Tokyo Drift was modeled after Todd. Okay. Here's a secret. I have not watched any Fast and the Furious aside from Fast and the Furious 1. Look at my 1. Literally 1, and I think the last one, just because it was a tribute to Paul Walker when he died. That was it. Did I watch that one? But I only watched 1. Sorry, I didn't get suckered into all the other episodes. I don't know if I'm going to keep it that way. I should probably go find out what it was all about, since so many people have grown up on that. Yeah, so James knows what's up. There were no Tokyo Drift was actually decent. Okay. I keep trying to click on this. I keep clicking and it's clicking on a different comment for some reason. So no Mustangs at Mira Mesa parking lot. So we used to meet in Mira Mesa at was it Vaughn's at the time or Ralph's parking lot and flood it. And there were no V8s would not show up where we were at. They would never. They didn't have that. They thought we were coronavirus at the time. All right, so let's see. All right, so yeah, and then let's see. So yeah, this was the world change there when we launched this, and people loved it when they first read Max Boost. At the end of the day, I want to let you guys know, like we ended up doing a survey at the end of the year with Import Tuner to find out why they were buying Import Tuner magazine. So we're doing this with the magazine, and the magazine themselves, Import Tuner, said that there was reason. You were able to list out one of the reasons, and like 75% of the people that subscribed to Import Tuner magazine subscribed because of Max Boost, and that was a really cool just validation that you guys were loving Max, and we appreciate that big time. Yeah, I was like, and that was the first year, and obviously I went 7 more years of doing it, again out of passion. Again, I didn't get paid $1 to do it, so this was a lot of work. I actually paid money to do it. If you think about it, I hired artists, I hired colorists, I hired whatever just to make Max Boost happen. And when I was younger, that was easier to do. Right now, it's harder because I have a family. But that's it. And so, any questions? Oh, I'm just noticing some things right here. Auto's got an IDRC logo on the back of that magazine. The IDRC logo is for Import Drag Racing Circuit. And believe it or not, the original IDRC logo I actually designed. So if you guys know IDRC and Import Drag Racing Circuit, that was me. Let me see if there's anything else in here that I think would be really cool. I really love this first panel. I love that you guys got the pins for this. There's a story of my car and why it's important to me, and I'm glad that you guys get to have a little piece of that for everyone that ordered those pins. Let's see, Type R Integra. At the time when I had this, I had a black GSR coupe. And I can go into that story a little bit and show you guys my Turbo Magazine issue as well, where I was in Turbo Magazine with a Turbo Integra. And let's see, anything else in here that I noticed? Max is wearing Nikes apparently, right here. I don't know if I put that in there, if Jason threw that in there. Let's see. Yeah, and then Todd's always got the girls all day, all the time, everywhere. And I just like kind of like, I think that's it. I think that the punchline is kind of fun. Like, hey, Otto, what's a burnout? And I don't know, maybe we'll see one after the smoke clears. And that's just a good way to show that like these guys are car enthusiasts. They want the car. They don't know anything about cars yet. So what was cool about that at the time, it was sort of like the industry where, believe it or not, it was hard to get a lot of information about what people were doing. Nobody understood what a Honda was when it would go by really loud with a loud exhaust, what street racers were. It was like very new. And so when I made Max and Auto, they're kind of in that same world where the people that are interested in tuning culture knew what they kind of wanted, but they didn't really understand all of it yet because they weren't deep in, they weren't driving cars, they weren't doing all of that. So that's Max and Auto, the naive. And that made it fun in the beginning, and then obviously later it gets more serious 8 years later in the comic strip. But at the beginning, they're just kind of newbies, and I think that's really cool. And again, that was a good idea because back then it was new. So many people were getting into our industry, and they could relate to Max because Max and Auto because they were newbies as well. And that's it. And I think that's what I wanted to cover. Thank you guys for being with me so much, way longer than I thought I was going to be on here. And I appreciate you guys. Let me see if there's anything left in the comments. You guys got any good? Gavin got a my favorite PC game of all time. Mike, there was IDRC had a PC game. I missed that part. Wait, you didn't get paid? No, I didn't get paid for Max Boost. Not $1. Importuner did not pay me $1 for Max Boost. I did it as because I was passionate about it and I love the fans. No, didn't get paid $1. No, they helped me though. Don't act like I don't want to say I didn't get nothing out of it, or no, not at all. We were friends. They helped support me promoting Max Boost and AutoCANNON and all these other things, and we did things together. We had a good win-win situation. Let's just put it that way. But yeah, no, didn't get paid $1. So basically, the money that we made in the Kickstarter was the money I've made in almost the entirety of Max Boost, other than the toy deal that I did, and some of the original posters and T-shirts and stickers we did way back in the day. So I love this. Appreciate this, Francis. This is your redemption for arc for Max Boost. Thank you. Definitely will be. And because of you guys. Let's see, and I think that's it. All right, guys. Well, there you go, man. That's episode 2. I went an hour and a half here, and I think you guys had a lot of fun with it. I appreciate you guys staying on and watching. Was there anything else I'm missing? Other than that, Volume 2, Max Boost, is coming next week on Kickstarter. Would love your support. Most importantly, something else that I'm trying to say. Make sure you guys, if you guys are wanting to support, the best thing you can do is back the project right away. There's algorithms in Kickstarter. The bigger it gets on day one, the bigger chance it has of being successful. Those kinds of things. So when we launch on Monday, please back it. Try to be the first early backers. Oh, that's what I was going to say. One of the things we are going to attempt to do different and better is we're going to number the books. We did the best we could. We could not figure out how to do this any better than we did in the last way that we did it. Okay, so but we got a better idea. So now we're going to try to get some of the books to the early backers, get lower numbered books. Okay, I'm going to shoot myself for saying this right now. Okay, so everybody's got to take it easy on me and our team. It is not easy to try to get lower backer numbers to earlier backers. A lot of people have to cooperate, from the factory to the fulfillment center to how the data is transferred from one thing to another into the fulfillment center, whether they're willing to do it or not. And so we got to juggle a lot of things. And figure it out. But what I'm trying to do this time, better than we did last time, is if we can get lower numbered books to earlier backers, we're going to try to do that this time. So if you back earlier, you're going to get first shot to the lower numbered books, okay? So I am trying to do everything we can. I shouldn't do it. We should not be trying to do this. Marat's like, it was so much work. It's so hard. Just individually numbering the books is hard. Think about that. And sealing them and putting the number on the cover of it. But if I was a regular dude who just want to sell books, definitely wouldn't do this. There's just no way. but we're gonna try to do it. Okay. So if you back earlier on Monday, you will probably have access to getting lower number books. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than what we did earlier. And Boltsovic said that explained why me as a late backer had the number 104. You're not supposed to say that because now I want to kill you. This is exactly why I want to kill you right now. This is I should not even show that. That was failure. I don't know how you got that. Don't even say that. Delete your comments, bro. Joseph, the numbers were external on the volume 1, but it's not that easy to just number them externally and think that your fulfillment center in the warehouse is going to go, oh, let me go rifle through every single book and let me send this book to this guy and this, that, and what. Dude, they don't want any piece of that. So we have to find out how, in a way that it works with their fulfillment system, where they ship 20, 10, 30,000 things a day and try to bother them with Max Boost comics. They're not going to want to do it. So just letting you guys know. I'm going to kill you, Bukovic. You bet. He's joking. I told him to say that. He just made it up. He actually got 1,044. You can't even prove you got 104. You can no way you got 104. Now you're making me. Okay? No way you got 104. Okay? Yes, you will, Lynn. You will receive a launch email. It'll be you probably on the Max Boost list if you bought Max Boost Volume 1. Okay, so and we're gonna shoot the crap out of it on social media. So hopefully you guys see it there too. When do we usually launch? Timeline is usually around like 6 p.m. at night. Somewhere between 3 and 6 is usually what we do. A lot of times it's hard to nail an exact time because we have to. There's a lot to set up before they launch. So let me see here. Yeah, so just add some eye candy. It's volume 1, but all right, something's coming up. I'm dying of laughter, so I guess your death threat works. Okay, good. 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 I got you before Corona got you. Be thankful. Bye-bye, Bolshevik. All right, guys. Well, thank you, guys. I hope you guys are enjoying this Max Boost Monday. Oh, is that what it's called? Max Boost Monday live broadcast. I went way longer than I thought I would, but I thought it was worth it. And we're going to do more of this, guys, if you guys want it. So next week, we probably do a special one because we're launching. We're launching. So we're going to be launching Max Boost next week. We'll do a special show, I guess. And yeah, talk about, I guess, issue number 2 and volume number 2 a little more in depth. And let's see. That's it. So see you guys. And if you guys are not part of the Max Boost private group on Facebook, go look for it. Request an invite and get in there. We talk a lot about stuff there. And that's it. I think I'll end with how much I appreciate you guys. You guys are super dope. You guys are seriously my inspiration to keep going. And I can't wait till you guys read volume 2 so we can go on to new things with Max. Got some stuff we're going to be releasing, some information we're going to be releasing for some cool promotions we're going to be doing with some of our sponsors this coming week or so. I think you're going to be shocked. Yeah, that's it. So anyways, I'm going to let it end. It's 6:34. It's already an hour and a half into it. Thank you guys for hanging out. Appreciate you guys for believing the Max Boost dream. Let's get to animation. Let's get to toys. Let's get to the whole entire thing one day. I'd love to have an amusement park ride, Max Boost. Can you imagine? Imagine a Max Boost ride. That'd be crazy. So we could do it all together. So thank you guys. Appreciate you all. And oh, I forgot. By the way, I don't know why the chat is not saved in YouTube. I've tried to figure that out, and it might be just a glitch, but I'm not letting it happen. I want it to happen, to have the comments on the YouTube streams, but for some reason it's not doing it. So I'll try to fix that. So appreciate you guys. I'll talk to you later. MaxBoost.com. Laters.